And we will be back right after this. We'll hear from Brett Mather and then get you underway with the opening serve right after this from KMCH Sports. And welcome back in, Seedorf Gymnasium. John and Joan back with you as we get ready for this one, Class 3A Region 5 semifinals. The Hawks take on third-ranked Waterloo Columbus. Joni, going to have to come out with a good sense of urgency here tonight, set the tone. Very good team on that other side with Waterloo Columbus. They've been to state the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Hawks going to have to come out and play well.
Yeah, that's a definite, but I think that the practices have been a very, very positive thing this week. They are all really fired up in the hallways. They're ready to play. They're ready to show the new lineup and the rotation that they've got. They're just really excited for this postseason.
The new lineup and rotation worked well last week for the 3-0 win over Union, as Waterloo Columbus had a first-run bye in this Class 3A Region number 5. For the Sailors, Olivia Fain, Lily Christensen, Anna Ortiz, Sydney Schultz, Anna Sinnott, and Kate Shannon. Kate Shannon is junior libero. She's on her way to play for the Iowa State Cyclones in Division I. She's only a junior, but she committed to them back on Sunday, October 8th. For the West Delaware Hawks, Kyra Vasquez, the libero, Claire Dimmer, Macy Kleitz, Thea Dimmer, Peyton Lindauer, Joanna Voss, Lauren Collier will all be in the rotation here tonight. For 22nd year head coach Brett Mather, 738 wins, 161 losses, 768, 181 in 24 years. As a head coach, Hannah Nuss, a 07 graduate of Union, and we're underway here tonight. As a serve over by Union, a hit back over by Collier. We're underway right at 7 o'clock. There is a ball falling on Columbus's side, and the Hawks get the first point of the night, and Lauren Collier with the kill as Lauren gives the Hawks the 1-0 lead. One served over, front set right to left. Here's a hammer to Kleitz. Bumped up near by Lindauer. Now Kleitz will bump it over sideways just over the net. There's a back set right side for the hammer down the line, but Vasquez there for the good cover. And here's a dump down there, and it's another point for the Hawks.
Okay, we have to wait and see what happens here.
Sideline judge is raising her flag, but tip. What's going on here?
I'm not sure. I didn't think they were by an antenna, so I'm not sure what happened.
Kim Paddock, Mark Gutnick, the official from Cedar Rapids.
What I saw happen was the ball went in the net.
Amy Gustafson and John Zietlow are the line judges here tonight. 1-1 we're tied early on in this set number 1. Some confusion here early. Good student sections. The Hawks all in their gray on the far side. Columbus is a lot of white. It's a whiteout for them across the way, right across from the Hawks bench here. Now Mr. Goodneck going to talk to the line judge, Miss Gustafson, and sort this one out. She was adamant with a red flag up in the air. And now they're all going to go back and talk to the stand-up official, Kim Paddock. Paddock and Gutneck, our state tournament officials, as we've seen them around the horn quite a few times. All three officials, three of the four, are meeting now near the steps of the stand-up as we're tied at 1. The Hawks coming in with a record of 25-19, unranked for the first time in a long time in the postseason, as Waterloo Columbus, the third-ranked team, with a record of 31-8. It's the best record since 2007 when they were 37-8. They've been to state 7 times in their history, as the last 2 years, 2015 and 2016.
I think the call's going to be reversed. He's called both captains over. Not sure what happened, but it seems to me like he's going to reverse the call and give it to West Delaware.
Mr. Goodneck going over to talk to Hannah Nuss, the head coach for Waterloo Columbus. You can tell now she's displeased. And they give it to the Hawks, and the roar comes out from the Hawks faithful now.
I honestly can't tell you what happened there.
It's 2-0 Hawks. So they sort out the confusion and give the point. West Delaware, 2-0. Macy Kleitsch will serve, back left corner. She pops it over, back row. It's hit up front. Bump now to the middle where it's bumped over by the Sailors. Front set, the hammer by Dimmer, but it's played by Waterloo Columbus. Here's a hammer to the back row. It goes out, but it was touched in the back row. Kleitsch and Lindau were effing for it. I think Kleitsch got a pinky on that one, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Hawks.
Yeah, I think she did. They both went up for a really nice-looking block, but she's tall enough that she went right over them.
Hannah Nuss played college volleyball at Kirkwood. Graduated from there in 2009. Went to Ashford. Graduated from Ashford in 2011. The head coach of Waterloo Columbus, her third season there, is a nice job by Joanna Voss. Voss getting the kill point that time.
She hit it right into the block, and it dribbled right down the front of their body. So that was a very strong, nice, strong hit.
Lauren Collier will serve it. 80-36, the record for Hannah Nuss, the Waterloo Columbus head coach. There's a tap from out of bounds. Good cover there from a knee. Collier up front. Bumped over behind her back by Dimmer. Now a back set. Hammer to Baskey. She hits it, but it's out of bounds. So it's back in the crowd behind the Hawks bench. It's 3-2. Anna Sinnott, the leading kill artist, with 404 coming in, has her kill there. As now this is rifled over. Collier diving effort, hits it sideways. Almost the same spot where Vansky just hit it, behind the Hawks bench in the crowd. We're tied at 3. Anna Sinnott, Avery Kroll lead the way with 404 and 253 kills. The serve is out of bounds. Hawks will get the point the ball.
No.
Oh,
called it in.
Got it in there. I looked at the long student section. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
4-3. Here's the serve. Now that one is out.
That one's out.
And we're tied at 4. 4-4. Baskey comes out. Voss is back right side to serve. Collier back with her. It's Kleitsch. Taya Dimmer. Collier up front along with Claire Dimmer. Popped over off the serve. Here's a bump in the air. Now a slap over. Good cover in the middle by Voss. Front set, little scoop shovel windmill by Dimmer, but right there is Waterloo Columbus. They have a, what did we call there? In the net. Called on the Hawks.
He called Claire in the net.
So the Hawks, net violation, 5-4. 1 point lead. Waterloo Columbus. Serving is the lefty, Julia Binda, a junior. Here is Collier. Tosses it. The libero, Shannon, is there. And now the Hawks turn to get it back over. Popped up by Kleitsch. The hammer by Allison Collier. Pushed back over by number 1, Olivia Fain, the senior. There's a little tap over. Nice job by Baskey. Tap back. Kleitsch, Baskey. What a volley we have here. Nice rally. There's a front set. Here's a hit to the middle. First we have something. Like somebody again in the net.
This time they're saying it was Allison.
It's a net violation again at 6-4. Waterloo Columbus. Columbus with a road record 27-8. Their set mark is 77-22 this year. 31-8 match record. Hawks are 56-43 in sets, 25-19 match-wise. This one's lined over by Collier. Little tap over. Vansky hits it backwards. Collier, the effort, but a great job by Taya Demmer. She bumps it over. Now Waterloo Columbus gets it back. By Claire Demmer. Demmer hammers that one over. As right there for it was Olivia Fain. But the libero Shannon hit her right in the leg and dropped to the court. But Claire Demmer gets her first kill, and it was a hard kill. 6-5 Columbus leads.
Give that save to Taya Demmer for running out of bounds and passing that ball straight up.
Great effort. Allie Martin now line drives it over. It's popped up in the air. Battle at the net for it. Columbus. They try to hit it over in three. They do. Collier pops it up left to right. Short on in the net by Nancy Kleitch. It's 7-5. 2-point lead here for Waterloo Columbus.
Good effort by Macy, though. She was going up on that second hit. They aren't usually ready for that. So it's a good effort. She'll hit those later on tonight.
Oxford, fourth place in the East Division of WAMAC, 4-3. Waterloo Columbus, second of 9 teams in North Iowa Cedar League in the East Division behind Dykesville Hartford, the number 1 team in 2A. This one is hit too far out of bounds by the Hawks. It'll be Sailor ball and .85.
You know, one of the things Lauren likes to do is she likes to hit out of that back row. That was just a little too strong.
Swan front set. Here's Collier. He didn't get it to the back row. Popped up front. Front set right to left. They hit. Vasky's there for the cover. Front set right to left. Left corner. Collier hits it over the block. Off the hand of Hannah Clausen. Clausen, a senior. And the Hawks lead. Trail now by 2, 8-6. Allison Collier gets her first kill of the night. The sophomore. The Hawks 15 in their lineup. 2 seniors. 16 in their lineup, I should say. Tonight with Justin Kinley Colbert, the sophomore. As this one pinballed around at the net. Now over. Kleitch, front set. Here's Collier hitting it over. And what we have, 2-hit violation called on the Hawks. 9-6. Sailor 3-point lead. There's 16 on the roster for the Hawks, 2 seniors, 9 juniors, 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen. Waterloo Columbus, 5 seniors, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores. They have 13 for head coach Hannah Nuss, assisted by Brian Duggan, Carrie Merrifield, and Brittany Weber. Butch Mather assisted by Jenny Voss and Shay Putz. And a serving ace there, Anna Ortiz. The senior should go back to serve again. It's 10-6. 4-point lead. This one's line drived over. Up and into the net. As Kleitch short arms it. And it will be 11-6 now. 5-point lead. Butch Mather wants a timeout. Timeout on the 4. Hawks trail by 5. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. And welcome back into Cedar Gymnasium here in West Delaware. There's a kill over by Lauren Collier. Her second of the night goes off the hands of Kate Shannon, the junior libero. And the Hawks cut the lead to 4. 11-7 after the timeout, first timeout of the night. Getting to the midway stages of set number 1 here. This Class 3A Region 5 semifinal here tonight. This one served out of bounds. Point back to the Sailors, 12-7. Going back to serve is Olivia Fain, a senior. Fain is 4th on the kills, 116 on the year. As this one drops down by Lauren Collier, her 3rd kill of the night.
That's one of my favorite plays when Claire Demmer comes up for a fake quick right in front of the setter, and she sets it right past her, and Lauren's right there to hit it down.
Back to a 4-point lead, 12-8. What we got?
Out of rotation, Waterloo Columbus.
Sailors called for it. As Kleitsch was serving, the whistle came. Coach Nuss making her way towards the court official and wondering what the deal is.
Usually when it's something like that, it's the setter leaving too early, so I'm not sure what. But this time he's pointed all three of the back row people. So somebody in the front row needs to make sure they're in front of or behind the right person.
It's 12-9. 3-point lead for Columbus. One serve to the back row, going to be well out of bounds by Kleitsch. She let that one fly too much. Back to a 4-point. Waterloo Columbus leads 13-9. The winner moves on to Monday night in Oelwein, taking on the winner of New Hampton and Oelwein. New Hampton, a ranked team, number 13 in Class 3A. They're the favors in that one tonight in New Hampton over Oelwein. What do we have there?
Service there
by Waterloo Columbus, and the Hawks will serve it over right to left. Collier, Hawks down, and there's another one. Collier leaves it too long off the back end. Back to a 4-point lead, 14-10. Two good teams trading points here by service
by
there.
Serving out, yeah. That doesn't help you much, and it really gives a high blood pressure to the coaches.
Hannah sent it and to the broadcasters.
And to the broadcasters.
Don't deny it.
Yeah.
There's a quick set, and the windmill by Dimmer. She hits it and goes out of bounds in front of the Sailor bench, and a 5-point lead now, 15-10. This is Julia Binda, the junior to serve. Front set. There's a little tap over. Good cover there by Binda from a knee. This one slammed over and off the hands of Collier and down. This is number 9, Hannah Sennett. That'll be her second of the night. She comes in leading the way with 404 kills on the year. She's second on the team in blocks with 39. Second on the team with digs with 181. There's a point for the Hawks. Claire Dimmer gets her second kill for the junior. Hawks back within 5, 16-11. Kaya Dimmer comes back in as Kyra Vansky comes out. Back right side. This is Joanna Voss to serve it over. Sends it to the middle. It's popped up. Front set. They hit over and down. Sneaking in the back row that time was number 8, Sydney Schultz, I believe. The junior gets her first kill. And it's 17-11, 6-point lead. So we reach the latter stages here of game number 1. This one sent over and out of bounds off the serve of Julia Binda. And the Hawks get the point of the ball back to within 5, 17-12. Dimmer comes out. Allie Martin back in. She'll serve going right to left. Martin, the jump serve. Line drive over. Popped up in the air. Fain, the front set. The hit over by Kroll, the sophomore. Hawks bop it back over. Now line drive to Martin. Front set, the block back down. Vansky couldn't get there in time. And it's the 18-point for Columbus, 18-12.
Yeah, I think they got a target on Macy right now. She might want to lay off on the second hit, or the second swings right now, because they've got somebody planted right on her when she's in front row.
Back middle. Serving this one over is Sydney Schultz. Popped up in the air. Hit over, blocked back by Kleitsch. Hello. Front set in the middle of the floor and hit over and down by Hannah Clausen. She sneaks it in the near side corner. Clausen, a senior, with her first kill of the night. She comes in with 101. She's the 5th member over 100 in kills for the Columbus team. This one's hit over by Allison Collier, and no one was there. Well, miscommunication. Clausen thought it was somebody behind her, but no one was there, and it's 6-point lead, 19-13 for the Sailors. Peyton Lendauer comes back in. Lauren Collier will check out. Lendauer will serve up front. Lauren Collier, Taya Dimmer, AC Kleitsch. Vansky and Claire Dimmer in the middle. Line drive over by Lendauer. Front set, right to left corner. Hitting it over and getting in the back row is Avery Kroll, the sophomore, second in kills on the team with 253, her first of the night. That's a 7-point lead for the Sailors, 20-13. Set number 1, 17 minutes old so far tonight from Cedar Gymnasium. Hawks trail by 7. So it's hit awkwardly and out of bounds. Coach Mather going to call timeout. Timeout on the floor. Hawks struggling here in game number one against third-ranked Waterloo Columbus, 21-13. Sailors, we're back after this in KMCH Sports. Lauren. Back in the Seedorf Gymnasium, John and Joan, glad to have you along on a Tuesday night. Semifinal volleyball. Hawks get a point. Lauren Collier with a little dump kill there on the left side. Here's a hammer, sneaking in the back row is Columbus's Anna Sennett. Sennett, her third kill tonight for the senior. She's got to be getting some looks.
Oh, definitely.
As one player, Division I, Kate Shannon, the libero, going to Iowa State. She committed back in early October. 22-14, Waterloo Columbus leading. Front set, left side. Collier hits it over. It's covered by Shannon in the middle. Little tap over. Good effort by Voss. Now pushed over by Baskey after Kleitz touched it. Front set right to left. The hammer down and got it. Dimmer couldn't handle the fastball on the far side right down the line. As getting that kill point will be Anna Sennett, Sennett, her fourth kill tonight.
She really extends her arm so nicely up above and then snaps her wrist right at the end. She's got a pretty nice looking swing.
Sennett gives her team a 9-point lead. They're 2 points away. 23-14. This one popped over off the serve. Here is Kleitz. Just left hands it over. Bumped up in the air. Now be behind the back. Bumped over. Back set. The hammer by Collier. And couldn't do much again with it with Kate Shannon bracing herself for a hard fastball right on top of you. Not a whole lot you can do as Lauren Collier gets her fifth kill of the night.
You know, and I'll put her up against it just about anybody because she can get up in the air and she's got a nice arm swing too.
Lights will line drive it over. 23-15. Hawks trail by 8. This one's hit hard. Now a nice little tap over. Baskey now pops it up. Lindauer. Now Collier goes up to libero and out of bounds, and the Hawks still down by 7, 23-16. Macy Kleitz will go back to serve. Back left corner. They can build some momentum here, and
that's what they need right now.
Threaten the Sailors. This one is the front set. There's a hammer down and got it. There's Sennett again. Her fifth kill of the night. She matches Collier now for the lead on kills of the night. And it's 24-16. Here's the lefty, Shannon, serving it over. Lindauer, first to touch it, but Collier backed up, and it drops down. And Columbus cruises to the 25-16 opening set win in 21 minutes here tonight. 1-0, Columbus leads. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. John and Joan back with you, and studio producer Faith Hunt back on East Main Street in Manchester. We're underway. 7:24 in this one as 21 minutes in game number 1. The Hawks were defeated 25-16. Waterloo Columbus, the number 3 team in Class 3A. The Sailors get a Hawks a serving error. The Sailors get a point. Here's a hard slap down there by Claire Demmer off the set by Gleich. And Claire Demmer has her 3rd kill of the night. Well, the Hawks got to adjust here. Forget about game 1. Nothing you can do about it now. Come back and play your style of volleyball. You're going to have to battle here. You know Columbus is good.
Right.
You knew that coming in. You're going to have to fight.
Yeah, you know, and they saw that with about 4 points at the end of that last game that they can do this.
There's a line drive over. Collier off the hands of Sinnott, out of bounds. 2-1, Hawks with the early lead. Allison Collier getting her 2nd kill point of the night. The Hawks, a 1-point advantage. Front set, right to left, from the left corner of the block of Voss. Diving effort left to right. Collier, the back row, couldn't get there in time, and we're knotted up at 2. Keeping an eye on a couple other area coverage matches tonight as Western Dubuque fell to Dubuque Wahlert in game 1 in Dubuque tonight, 25-17. Number 2 Wahlert over number 14 Western Dubuque. As this one is hit over, but we have a lip carry violation first. Columbus gets the ball to points, 3-2 Sailors. 9th-rated Beckman at home, welcoming in Comanche to Dyersville tonight. Blazers are 29-12. In 4A, number 12 Independence, home to 11th-ranked Marion. This one sideways bumped over, up in the air, Vansky. Back set, here is the hit, but a block back down. Boss the hit, the block by Sinnott, her 6th kill of the night, and it's 4-2 Columbus. 7th kill of the night. Thank you, Joni. I'm glad I got you on the backup for those kills. There's a line drive over by Shannon, and it's hit back over by Claire Dimmer, and she gets her 4th kill.
Right now, she's money for them right now. She's got a lot of tempo that she's able to do tonight. She keeps the quick stuff, and she keeps that deadly 3 that she just hit. When that's a really good shoot set to her, that's going to be perfect.
Back right corner. Joanna Voss, Hawks down by 1, 4-3. This one's angled over. Sinnott pops it up. Sideways bump, right to left, hit over and down, out of bounds off the hands of Hawks. Sydney Schultz gets her 2nd kill tonight. The Hawks trail by 2, 5-3. Back serving is Sinnott. Gleich now to Dimmer. Hits it over, popped up in the air by Fain. Bump to the left side, near out of bounds. Sideways bumped over by Kroll. There's a hard hammer into the net, off the net and out of bounds. Ball's on the Hawks side, 4 hits. Allison Collier didn't get it high enough. The Hawks trail by 3, 6-3. Anna Sinnott, senior. First we had whistles.
Oh, he didn't blow the whistle to start it. She just served.
Captain's going over and talking to the stand-up official about something. Olivia Fain, the senior, had a word with the official up top, Kim Paddock. Not sure what that was about.
I don't either.
Asking him to look at something,
Maybe.
please, I guess. Headsy player. There is a toss to the back row by Collier. Front set, left corner. There's a line drive over by Kroll. Now it's put up in the air by Gleich. Bumped over by Dimmer. Front set, right to left. Here's Kroll off the net and down. As Dimmer going for the block, it found it off the top of the tape and down for a couple of Hawks to get there. And the Hawks trail by 4, 7-3.
Who was that killed by?
That was by
Avery Kroll.
Avery Kroll, her 2nd, the sophomore. There's a little one-handed poke over by Dimmer. Now a slap on the run by Kroll. Hit backwards, but Gleich is there. We'll bump it up to Vansky. She sideways bumps it over. There's a hammer down, but a block by Claire Dimmer. Dimmer has 5 kills on the night, 7-4. Allie Martin. Back in. And popped up in the air front set. The hammer over. Sideways shiver by Fleisch. Now the Sailors. Back set. Hammer in the net. Pinball around. 4-hit violation called on the Sailors. Hawks back within 2, 7-5.
Our back row right now for the Hawks are playing pretty darn good as far as digging up some of those nice hard hits from those people.
Update from Dyersville as there's a roll and a hit out of bounds by Payne. Hawks back within 1, 7-6. Beckman wins game 1 at Beckman Catholic High School tonight. The Blazers over Comanche 25-22. They're up 1-0. Western Dubuque down 1-0 to number 2 Dubuque Wahlert in Dubuque tonight. Here it's 1-0 Waterloo Columbus. They won 25-16 in 21 minutes in set 1. That one is tapped over and down by Sydney Schultz, her third kill tonight. And it's 8-6. 2-point lead. Back right corner to serve is Julia Binda. Line drive over, Vasky up front. Front set, the hit over by Dimmer. It rolls off of Shannon and another Sailor player and into the Columbus student section. Taya Dimmer gets her first kill of the night. Junior starter for the Hawks. Allison Collier comes out. Peyton Lindauer in, back right corner to serve. Hawks trail by 1, 8-7. Lindauer line drives it over to the middle of the floor. Sennett's there. There's a hit by Kroll. That's going to be 4 hits. It did not touch the block. It hit the top of the net, the officials say, and we're tied at 8. Here's the run you wanted. Now do something with it.
That's the run we wanted, you know, and it doesn't take much of a run. It all would use just a couple of them to break serve.
Served out of bounds by Lindauer. And the Sailors get it back 9-8. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get away with little things like that against this good team tonight.
No, you can't. You cannot get away with that.
Back middle. Served over by Schultz. Roll tap over. Collier. Hit back over by Columbus. Here's the hit to the back row. Popped up in the air by Schultz. Hit off the net by Kroll. Vasky. Now Kleitch. Now Collier hits it over. Pops up in the air by Sennett. A bump up in the air. Schultz taps it over. Sideways shiver over by Kleitch.
Fingernail.
Yep. And there's a little tapper on the run by Kroll. Nice little volley going on here in the back row. Going to be in. A touch called and in. On the touch. Coach Nuss and company can't believe it, but it looked like it was slowed up by something. It even looked like it was close to hitting that line. As Lauren Collier.
We'll take it.
You dang right. 7th kill tonight for Lauren. Carver Vasky from the right back corner. Up in the air, bump set. Here's a line drive down the line. Claire Dimmer there for the nice dig. There's a little tap, but we have a 2-hit violation called first on the Hawks on the set. And Columbus will get it back 10-9.
I don't think I remember Macy getting called on that very much.
Back right corner. Anna Ortiz, a senior, will serve it over. One of 5 on the roster for this talented Waterloo Columbus squad. Touched by Vasky off the return hit by the Sailors. Sideways bump over by Vasky. There's a hammer to the back row. Diving effort. Lindauer can't get a good handle. It goes out of bounds. It's 11-9. Anna Sinnott. Another kill, her 8th of the night. Talented senior. Sailors have had some experience. Have gone to the state tournament the last 2 years. This one's hit back over. They were Class 2A runner-up last year. Lost 3-0 to Western Christian. There's going to be another point called to Waterloo Columbus. The ball got over and down on the Hawks side. It's 12-9. 2 years ago in 2015, they were first-round losers to Nevada in 3A. This is their first year back in 3A after that year in 2A. They spent 3 years in 3A before predominantly 2A since 2012. There is another kill. That'll be the 10th of the night for Senate. And the Hawks take a timeout. 13-9, 4-point lead, Columbus. We're back after this from KMC Sports. John and Joan back with you here from Pseudo Gymnasium. Is short on into the net. On the run, Kleitsch hits the tape and falls back down on the Hawks territory, and it's 14-9. 5-point lead. Columbus leads this match 1-0. Elsewhere in Dyersville, Beckman leads 1-0. Western View trails 1-0 to Dubuque Wahlert. Another Class 4A and 3A semifinals tonight. There's a tap back over by Collier. Here's a hit back and out of bounds off the hands of Sennett. Hawks now trail by 4, 14-10. Back left side, Macy Kleitsch serving it over. Kleitsch, middle of the floor, popped up in the air first by Benda. Now here's a hit off the block of the Hawks. It'll dump back over. We got a lift violation called on the Sailors, I should say.
Well, on our way back.
As Lily Meyer into the game for the first time for the Hawks. The junior adding some height up front.
She's going to be a good block on that side, right against her. She's got to they got to get some better hands on her and see if we can get a bigger block against her.
Again, the captain, Olivia Fain, going over to talk to the official, not making dinner plans with Mr. Paddock.
I don't think so.
Discussing about something. And
asking about lifting something, maybe.
Yeah,
because they thought that Lauren had lifted that ball.
Yes, they like
she pushed it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
They like to ask a lot of questions at Waterloo Columbus.
Like to push it.
Yep.
But maybe it works for them sometimes.
You know what? And that's what a captain's for. If a coach wants to ask a question, she's got to send the captain over there. So not go and talk to the referee.
Translator. Front set, right to left. Hammered over by Sennett. Back set. We had a whistle. What was it? 2-hit called again on the Hawks. 16. Is it not 16, or did they give them the point? 15-11. As back right side, Fain will serve, pops it over. Collier, front set, the hammer by Dimmer, gets it in just outside the bread basket.
Just outside.
No dinner rolls as of yet.
No gravy on that one. Gonna go for hamburger.
15-12. Get your hamburger buns. Can't even get those. They're not in the bread basket. Here's a line drive over by Collier. Back set. Here's a hit off the block up front. Hit self-defense by Collier. She had a girl running right at her. She hit the ball, then it bounded down. No one able to get there. And number 2, Lily Christensen, gets her first kill tonight, the senior, for Columbus. 16-12, 4-point lead. This one's hit over by libero Shannon. This is a hard swat down there by Allison Collier, but out of bounds. The bounds right in front of the Columbus bench. It's a 5-point lead now, 17-12. Back middle, the lefty, Shannon, short on into the net. And it's 17-13 now. Hawks trail by 4. Back middle is Collier.
They can't let any more runs. They have to just keep clawing away at this. This is still doable. They just need to not make sure that there's no more runs from Columbus.
Back right side, John Voss to serve. Shannon now back set. Sennett for the slap down. It's there in the back row. Collier can get there in time. It's 18-13 now. 5-point lead. Another kill for the talented Sennett. Her 11th of the night. We're in set number 2, 1-0 match lead for Columbus, 18-13. 5-point lead here for the Sailors, number 3 team in Class 3A. There's a hit over off the block by Christensen and out of bounds. Hawks now trail by 4, 18-14. Allison Collier gets the kill point there. Her third of the night. Allie Martin comes back in to serve. Back middle. Martin pops it over up front. Bumped up in the air. Now a back set. Hard hit by Kroll, but the Hawks are there. Under the net. Not legal there by Demmer, and point for the Sailors. 19-14, 5-point lead. Waterloo Columbus. As hustling back in is Julia Binda. And she'll be coming in there to serve. Christensen takes a rest for the Sailors. Back right corner. Binda, the lefty. Line drives it over. Baskey, front set, right to left. Flights to Kyer. It's hit back and down off the block. Give it to Sydney Schultz, the junior, her 4th of the night. And the ball's just fallen for Columbus here. They lead by 6, another timeout. 20-14, back after this in KMCH Sports.
You may.
John and Joan back with you. A serving ace for Columbus. 21-14. They're 4 points away from going up 2-0. And this one, back row attack call on the Hawks.
They're saying that Lauren took off right with the foot on top of that 10-foot line, so they're not going to give her that.
22-14. Things not going the Hawks' way here tonight.
Yeah.
But Columbus is a very talented team.
They are.
Baskey up in the air, now Demmer. Now bumped over by Kleitch. Bumped at the net, little tap over. Nice dive and roll for it by Baskey. Slapped over by Collier now. It's a tap back. Nice cover from the knees. Baskey tipped over by Demmer after Kleitch touched it. Right back over. Nice volley here. Here's Collier. There's Shannon. Pops it up in the air. Front set right to left. Kroll for the hit and over the block and down. Just over the fingernails of Demmer and down in the back middle. And they're 2 points away from going up 2-0, 23-14. As this one is skied deep and out of bounds by Allison Collier, and game point coming up here for Columbus. They lead by 10, 24-14. Line drive over, popped up by Baskey and out of bounds. And there it is, 25-14. Another convincing victory for Waterloo Columbus as they end this one in exactly 20 minutes. 2-0 lead for Waterloo Columbus. The same for the other two matches we're keeping an eye on. Dubuque Wahlert, number 2, leading number 14, Western Dubuque. After 2 wins, 25-17, 25-16. Beckman over Commands, 25-22. And 25-15, 2-0 lead for the Blazers in Dyersville tonight. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. minutes. Studio producer Faith Hunt, John Swisher, Joan Salo back with you. As set number 3 starting here, 25-16, 25-14 in 21 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. Waterloo Columbus leads as we're underway now at 7:47 in set number 3. Columbus served left to right. Nice volley, now hard hammer by Lauren Collier, and she gets herself her 8th kill of the night. This is doable. We've seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
Going to have to take a heck of an effort here and going to have to play a lot of mistake-free volleyball from here on out.
Right. You're right. But I think they have it in them. I really do. With the way they've been playing lately, they just need to settle down, take a breath, and play.
Here's Kleich serving it over. Hawks lead 1-0. Bumped up in the air. Now a slap over to the middle. Kleich bumps it up in the air. Vasky does the same to the right side. Kleich pounds it into the net. Short arms it there, and we're tied up at 1. So Beckman leading Comanche 2-0. Beating the Indians 25-22 and 25-15. Trying to get back to a regional final on Monday night. As Duke Waller beating Western Dubuque 2-0 as well. There's in the net called on Waterloo Columbus. The Hawks get the point 2-1 West Delaware. Back right corner. Line drive it over by Collier. It's a hard hit. Collier coming right to left. Can't get there in time for a good angle on it. And pounding it down with Sydney Schultz, her 5th kill tonight for the junior. We're knotted at 2. Back middle, Susanna Sennett, senior. That's going to be out. Tyra Vasky left to go out the back end. Service error there, 3-2. Joanna Voss will come back in as Lily Meyer will take a rest. Vasky comes out. Up front, it's Tia Demmer, Allison Collier, Claire Demmer. In the middle, it's Macy Kleich. Back row, it's Lauren Collier. Voss will serve right to left.
You can't say much about or enough about how Kyra's playing tonight. She's really doing a good job covering a lot of area in that back row.
In the middle, Sennett smokes it over, but Kleich is there. Bumped up by Dimmer. Now for the kill, Collier. Bumped up in the air now. Bumped over out of bounds by Waterloo Columbus. Front set, hammer by Dimmer, but right there is Columbus. Will pop over to Voss off the hands of Kroll. Here's the windmill by Dimmer and got it down. And we're tied at 3. Back right side is Voss. This one sent over by Voss. Now hit short arm into the net by Avery Kroll. The Hawks lead 4-3. Joanna Voss will serve back right corner. Going right to left. This one's off the tape and down. Popped up in the air. Pushed over, now bumped up. Now the hammer. And good by Claire Demmer. Claire Demmer gets her 6th kill of the night. 3-point lead. 6-3.
Claire's doing a really nice job up there. She's running so many different plays. It's going to open up a lot of other things for us if she keeps it up.
This one's lined over by Voss. Now here's a liner over and down. Voss couldn't get to it in time. Diving effort. Now they got the score right now. I think there was a little.
Should be.
You got 6-4?
I got 5-4.
There's a little confusion. Now, somebody's asking about it as well. Coach Mather's wife, Julie, came out of the crowd and came down to the Hawks bench and said something, pointing to the scoreboard.
Right.
So there was something going on there.
He's probably got her keep the score for him. There's usually one person that's assigned to keep the score.
So now the official is checking it. You've got what, 5-4?
I have 5-4.
On the board, they have 6-4. Now it's 6-3. So they took a point off the board for Columbus. See how this goes over for the Sailors. They're not really paying much attention to it.
Okay, we'll take it.
I don't know if they know yet.
We'll take 6-3.
Yes, we will. 3-point lead. This one hit over off the serve. Not sure how it was only 3 and they just scored. This one goes out of bounds. Now they score at 6-4. Oh, well, life goes on, and it benefits
as long as
us.
it's for us, yeah. I'll take it.
One's line drive over. Vasky up in the air. White's diving effort, hits it, but out of bounds. These kind of volleyballs are just falling Columbus's way tonight.
Right, you know, and they're putting them in spots that it's tougher for us to get to them, so it's a little tough on that aspect.
6-5, 1-point lead for the Sailors. This one goes out of bounds off the third. Good job by Collier, turning, get out of the way of that one. The eagle eye there by Allison. 7-5, 2-point lead. Hawks, this is their 16th semifinal since 2000. They have a 15-1 record. 0-1 was the last time they were not in a semifinal. This one's hit to the back row. Hit and out of bounds. Trying to make their 16th regional final in a row since 2002. They have a 10-5 record in regional finals. As this one goes out, goes down by Anna Sennett, her 12th kill. 7-6, 1-point Hawk lead. Sideways bumped over, bumped up, front set. Here's a kill by Kroll, attempt by her. Little shiver over by Kleitz, got it down, off of Kroll and down. Hawks lead by 2, 8-6.
First kill from AC tonight. You know, not that she hasn't tried. She's really had some really good choices. They just been into the net.
2 tradition-rich programs. The Hawks' last losing season, 1995. Only 2 losing seasons since 07 for Waterloo Columbus. Was bumped over, good cover by Vasky, little tip over and down by Macy Kleitz.
We'll give her another one.
She's got 2 on the night. As Joan just alluded to, it's 9-6. Hawks 3-point lead. It's their 7th semifinal for Waterloo Columbus since 07. They have a 5-2 record. They're trying to get to their 6th regional final since 07. And here's another
Peyton Lindauer had an ace.
Serving ace. Peyton Lindauer coming in. Now she's tied with the lead with Allison Collier for serving aces on the season. Lindauer. Line drives it over. The dig by Shannon. Little left-handed tapper over by Vane. And this is hit over by Collier. Hawks by 4 here. Being to the midway phase of game number 3. They trail the match 2-0. Here's Lauren Collier. Collier gets her 9th kill of the night. The Hawks lead by 5 now, 11-6. Back right side, Peyton Lindauer. This is the kind of effort and play. If they can keep it up, good things will continue to happen.
Wow, that was a really nice try.
By Shannon, the D1 recruit to Iowa State. Hammered over by Collier. Front set, right to left. And the efforting Vasky goes off the right hand out of bounds. Off the kill that time by Anna Sennett. It's her 13th of the night. 11-7. 4-point lead for the Hawks. Back right corner, line drives over, up front, front set. There's a hit off the net by Collier. Columbus able to play it. They bump it over, hard hit and down off the block of Sennett. Rolls down her body and touches the court as Macy Kleitz, her 3rd kill, all coming in this set number 3.
This is this set.
5-point lead, 12-7. Vasky, line drive over. Shannon will pop it over. Up front, Collier sends it to Dundee that time. She smoked it out the back end as John Zietlow had to do a 2-step to get out of the way of that ball as the line judge of the back right corner. 4-point lead for the Hawks, 12-8.
You know, and I think it would have hit him in the head. It was a little bit out.
Great footwork, great from Mr. Zietlow. Here's a hit back over by Columbus and a lift violation called first on the Hawks. 3-point lead now, 12-9. Hawks trail the match 2-0. Vasky. It over, it's tip-tapped at the net, pushed back over. Vasky, talked about her covering a lot of floor tonight. There's a prime example. She was on the right side, now she's on the near side. This is a hit to the back row, that's going to be out. They're asking for a touch. I didn't see one. They can't believe it. They're beside themselves that there was a touch. No can do off the back end. 13-9, 4-point lead. Back left corner. Here's Fleich. Bump hit. Now up front, off the block of Dimmer and down. 13th kill, 14th kill tonight by Anna Sennett. And the Hawks lead by 3. As Shannon taps it over, here's a hard slam down by Claire Dimmer, her 7th kill of the night. She angled it at far side, sneaking in the sideline, and the Hawks by 4, 14-10.
Like I said before, use her until they can stop her, and if they stop her there, then she's going to go to a different spot. Use her until they stop her.
And this one's rifled over. Collier hits it, low hit. Collier, not much she could do. Line drive to Vasky, and all she could do was touch it. Popped it up in the air a little bit, and it bounded down 14-11.
Oh, that's number 2? Lily
Christensen, the senior, gets her 2nd kill.
That's a pretty hard hit.
It was. And this is hit over, but out of bounds. Well, out of bounds by Allison Collier, and the lead dwindles to 2 now, 14-12.
You know, now this is when the Hawks need to get that stop. This is a 3-point run by them. They need to get the stop and get a couple more points for cushion.
Front set. Here's the hammer by Dimmer, but Columbus playing it. And they're out of bounds. Tapping it in is Kroll. Front set, sideways shiver over by Dimmer. Front set, the hammer, down by Sydney Schultz. Her 6th kill tonight. And back to within 1, 14-13. Back middle. Here's Sennett. Vasky. Now Kleitch. Now Dimmer. Sennett. Payne. Kroll. Tip. Touched and out of bounds. Point to the Sailors. We're tied at 14. This one hit over, front set. Hammer by Dimmer. Slap back over and good by Christensen. Her 3rd kill. And timeout Hawks. Down by 1. Oh, how momentum changes in this game. We'll keep it here.
It does. You know, they had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point run on us, and that's when you need to just bear down, stop the ball, get a good stop, and then get some good service and play the game, you know. And right now, Waterloo Columbus played better than we did in that part.
And that's the thing. We're not playing that bad.
Oh, no, not at all.
They're a very good team.
They're
getting the balls to bounce their way here tonight.
Exactly.
We've played well at times, but not good enough against them. And here we are now down by a point after we led this match by 4 or 5 just moments ago.
Yeah, the one thing you can say to it, you can say that we are making them earn their points on this time. You know, these 6 points, Waterloo Columbus had to really work hard for them.
Back middle, here's Sennett. 1-point lead, 15-14 Sailors. And now again.
Serving before he blows the whistle. That's the 2nd time she did that. I think he needs to warn her.
Can they do that? Can they give him a yellow card for that?
I don't know.
We'd like to see it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
There's a line drive over Collier. Back set. Here's a hit by Kroll. Vasky saves it from her knees. Now Kleitch. Running tap by Allison Collier. Got it over. Front set. Here's Kroll again. There's Collier. Back to Kroll. She hits it, but in the net and down. And we're tied up at 15. And this one,
that hurt.
Is a missed serve out of bounds. 16-15 now, Columbus. And a hard swat off the block to Collier. Goes out of bounds. Sydney Schultz, another kill, her 7th. Schultz coming in.
She's
third on the team with 120.
Yeah, she's kind of calling some of those short hits, and really, she's stepping up her tempo for Waterloo Columbus.
Short onto the net by the lefty Benda that time.
You know, if you look at my score here, John, you don't see many errors on either side. This has been a game that everybody's really had to earn their points.
Back set. There's a hit over. Vasky, a diving effort, goes off her hands and out of bounds. 18-16. Two-point lead as Sydney Schultz again, her 8th kill of the night. Columbus trying to get back to another regional final, either 4th in a row. They've been to the last 2 state tournaments. They're runners-up in Class 2A a year ago. And there's a 4-hit violation call on the Hawks. 3-point lead here for Columbus, 19-16. Back to serve is Schultz from the back middle. She'll line drive it over to Collier. Front set, across the net. Collier. White to Allison Collier, and she smacks it down the back middle. Hawks back within 2, 19-17. Allison comes out. Payne Lindauer back in. Up front for the Hawks, it's Lauren Collier, Dea Dimmer, and Macy Kleitz. In the middle, it's Bansky and Claire Dimmer. Lindauer serves it from the back right corner. Angles it over. It's popped up by Binda. Here's Kroll for the kill attempt. Kleitz gets it over off the hit from Bansky. Kroll down the line, hit awkwardly by Dimmer. Diving effort. Diving by Kleitz, hitting it out of bounds. It's 20-17. Columbus 5 points away from winning the match. Back right side to serve. Number 6, Ortiz, the senior. This one's rifled to the back row by Lauren Collier. She gets her 10th kill of the night. Collier and Bansky playing for their last volleyball lives here. Do not want this to be it. The 2 seniors on this team. Bansky serves it over. Front set, the hammer down and got it. But it's not looking good right now. Clausen, another kill, her 2nd. Sailors are 4 points away. They lead by 3, 21-18. Back right side. This is Payne. Payne pops it to the middle. Bansky, front set, right to left. Hit down in the back row by Collier. Dimmer retrieves. Now a hard throw down there by Collier right on top of Shannon. Goes out of bounds. 21-19. 2-point lead.
And I have to say there's been 3 quick hits that Lauren Collier has put right on her shoulder tonight. So, you know, like I said before, I'll put Lauren up against just about anybody.
Here's Macy Kleitz to serve, back left corner. Hawks trail by 2, 21-19. They trail the match 2-0. This one's line drived over, popped up in the air. Back set, here's the hit. Kleitz, pinball around. Bansky to Collier, gets it over. Shannon pops it up in the air. A hard swat off the block of Dimmer. Bumped by Bansky, hit by Lauren Collier. Front set, right to left. Here's a hit. Now Bansky, sideways shiver, little windmill, half windmill over by Claire Dimmer.
That's our favorite move.
Yes, indeed. Back within 1, 21-20. Columbus has not used the timeout yet tonight. Looks like Coach Nuss was walking towards it, but she does not take one. Kleitz line drives it to Shannon. Hawks down by a point. There's the hit back over by Christensen. We got a lift violation call on the Hawks. Point for Columbus.
And Macy didn't have a choice on that. She had to try to save that ball. She's a back row player right now, so she had to go up and try to somehow get the ball up in the air.
3 points away. 22-20. One line drives right over the top of the net. It's Collier. Hits it over in the middle. Shannon back set left corner. The block back over by Dimmer off the hit by Sennett. Sennett will line up again. She hits off the block again by Meyer. This one's tapped back over by Dimmer. Over there by Kleitz. Now Vasky. Now hit to the back middle. Will shiver over by Columbus. Vasky. Now a hit back over by Kleitz.
Wow. Good volley.
Hard hammer. Kleitz pops it up in the air. Now Vasky. Now a running push by Kleitz. From the middle. A bump. Now Sennett hits the back row. Bumped up front. Bump to Collier. Hit down the line. Little tap in the middle. Pinball around. Down off of Dimmer's hands. And the volley won by Columbus. What effort there by the Hawks. Wow. Sennett wins it with her 15th kill of the night. Coach Mather wants a timeout. 23-20. Columbus is 2 points away. The Hawks trying to hang on here and force a set number 4.
You know, and that volley right there shows how well this game has been going as far as every single point in this third set, because you saw how many times did that thing go over the net, and how many times did we dig it, and then Columbus dig it, and then we dig it back up. That's two very, very good back row teams.
Yes, indeed, as the Hawks down by 3, 23-20. And back middle, Shannon will serve left to right. The lefty over, Lindauer up towards the net, hit in the net and down. It was a low hit towards the net. Kleitz and Dimmer tried to get it, and found it down, and game and match point here. And
got a little chance.
What happened there?
They hit it. They served it into the net.
In the net, serving error by Columbus. Game and match point, 24-21. Two other matches we're keeping an eye on tonight have ended 3-0. Beckman wins and advances to the regional final over Command. There, Hawks are still alive as it goes off the hands of Shannon out of bounds. 24-22. Western Dubuque's season has come to an end. 14th ranked Bobcats fall to number 2 Wahlert in 4A play. 3-0 tonight in Dubuque. Back right side. Collier. This one's line drive over, popped up in the air. Back set, the hammer, popped up by Kleitz. Now Collier. There's a little tapper by Allison Collier. Now a sideways shiver, Vasky's there. Dimmer over and down. Hawks are not done yet. Claire Dimmer, her 8th kill point, back to within 1. It's 24-23. Now the first timeout of the night for Columbus. We'll take a quick one. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Back in the Cedar Gymnasium, Collier serves it over. Hawks down by a point, trying to hang on and force the game 4. Blocked as they hit the net. It is. 4 hits called. Hawks still in it. They've tied the game up at 24. How about that? Our 6th tie here after the Hawks were down. It did not look good.
I might start squeaking here, John. You just never know. That's a very good volley. We're doing a nice job.
This one. Sideways bumped over. And it's hit back over, but the Hawks save it. Bumped over by Collier. Here's a hard hit, blocked. Shannon there. Now Columbus will hit it back. Collier, front set. and down. Did never even touch it.
No, she didn't have to.
Right.
That's that sneaky play. That sneaky play. She goes up and she's acting like she's going to set it quick. Demmer comes up like she's going to hit it quick, and she just pops it over the net.
Sneaky sideways shiver for Kleitsch.
That's some good brown gravy right there.
Dinner rolls and brown gravy. 25. Don't forget the dinner rolls. 25-24. Hawks by 1. And the Hawks trying to get to a game number 4.
That's Nancy Kleitsch's fourth kill in one set. In this
How about
set,
that?
she's like, I don't want to go home yet. I want to play this.
1 point lead after falling. 25-16 and 25-14. The Hawks trying to force a set number 4. As timeout adjourned here, and here we go. Hawks by 1, 25-24.
You know, that just shows the grit. You know, they never, ever give up, no matter what.
Back right side. Here's Collier. Send it over, popped up in the air by Sennett. Back to Sennett off the bump set. Showed on in the net. The Hawks have survived. Will go on to set number 4. 25 to 20, 26-24, I should say, is our final here. This one, longest set of the night. 27 minutes it took, and the Hawks force game number 4. 2-1, Columbus leads. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Back into Cedar Gymnasium as we get ready to start set number 4. 27 minutes. The Hawks won 26-24 after losing the first 2 games of this one. Served over by the Hawks. The hit by Sennett. Back by the Hawks. And now Columbus will hit it back over. Hit sideways and out of bounds. Columbus takes the 1-0 lead here in set number 4. As Anna Sennett gets her 16th kill of the night. What a player she is for Columbus.
Oh, definitely. Columbus is an excellent team. They deserve their rating, that's for sure.
I'm sure she is one of the players that Deanne Wooden, the head coach for Co, is surveying tonight.
I am sure. There's probably a couple of them, and I think on our team too. So
you betcha. She is here standing on the baseline talking to a couple West Delaware folks she's met over the years. There's a hit off the tape and hit by Vasky, now short-armed in the net by Collier on the far side, and it's 2-0 Columbus. Back right corner. Sent over, front set. The hammer by Dimmer and down. Blair Dimmer with her 9th kill tonight. 2-1. Sailors by 1.
Okay.
And the 1-point lead. She's bumped up in the air, pushed over.
Good cover by Lily.
Yeah, sideways shiver there. Now here's a one-hand tapper by Fain. Up in the air, Fain.
Net.
Net or line. Net it was. You're right. Don't know why I even brought up the line.
I can call it for you.
It was close either way. Yeah, I bet you could.
Not that
you like it from this angle, don't you?
I do.
From this up top angle, you like it.
See more.
This is served out of bounds by the Hawks. 3-2 Columbus.
That's one thing they have to really settle down on, though. They've got to get the serves in. Both teams have to make sure that serves are in for this because they're both playing so well otherwise.
Front set, the hammer by Demmer, hit backwards, and nice diving effort by Kleich, bumped over by Collier. 3-2, 1-point Sailor lead. This is hit over, Collier from a knee. Front set, the hit back over and down in the breadbasket. Give them a slice of wheat bread that time for Columbus. No dinner rolls for them. As getting that kill, that's Sydney Schultz. Not a fan of wheat bread, if you can't tell. Give it away to the opposition. There's a line drive over by Shannon. Diving dig, roll there out of bounds. 5-2 Sailors, the 3-point lead. Congratulations to the Beckman Blazers advancing on to Monday night. Take on the winner, Davenport Assumption and West Liberty. They'll be at Anamosa Monday night at 7 o'clock for a regional final for Coach Troutman and company. Western Dubuque fell to Dubuque Wahlert tonight 3-0. Blazers beat Commands 3-0 in Dyersville. There's an ace serve as Kleitz couldn't get there in time. Shannon, the lefty, pokes it over now off the serve. Sailors lead by 4, 6-2. This is a kill by Lauren Colliers. It goes off the hands of a Sailor and out of bounds. 11th kill tonight for Lauren. Hawks down by 3, 6-3. There's Joanna Voss now in the back right corner.
I like her jump serve.
Once to the back middle. Shannon, back set. Blocked back over by Demmer and out of bounds, but Sennett gets another kill. 17th on the night for her.
Yeah, they had a good block. She went off the middle blocker that time. She went off the outside hand of the middle blocker and it went out of bounds.
Back right corner, here's Sennett. 2-point Sailor lead, 6-4. Back middle. Sennett pops it over. Sideways, bumped up by Kleitz. Pushed over by Collier. Up in the air, now a back set. The hammer off the net and down. The net changed the direction big time of that ball and snuck it in the near side as that was Schultz.
Yeah, we got to give her a kill on that, even though it hit the net.
Nice spark tonight for them. 10
yeah, she
kills.
really has. She really has.
She came in the third leading kill artist with 120. This is shoveled out of the court. Now poked around at the net and down on the Sailor side. The Hawks back in within 4. It's 8-4. Claire Dimmer gets that. That's her 10th kill of the night.
You know, and right now is when they keep needing to get the stops. They cannot let Columbus get any more of those longer runs that they had, those other sets that they lost.
Here's Allie Martin. She'll angle it over. Popped up in the air. Front set, right to left. Here's a hit down and out of bounds off the far side. As Avery Kroll going for a kill that time, denied by the out of bounds line. It's 8-5. 3-point lead. Allie Martin back to serve, back middle.
Just Zietlow's getting a busy night tonight over at the line judge. Back
right arm's going to be sore in the morning.
Yeah.
Put some icy hot on that. This ball falls down off the serving ace. Martin gets it. And the Hawks trail by 2, 8-6. He's used to it, though, I'm sure.
I'm sure he is. That's 25th ace this year for Allie Martin. That's pretty good stuff.
Hudson, Kroll, Batsky, block back over. Dimmer gets it. As it was hit down into her own net by Schultz. Taya Dimmer gets her second. Correct?
I'll give it to her.
Second kill.
We like giving kills to her.
She had one early on. Plus, I made it up, which could have happened.
She did have one early on.
There's a tap over and down by Sydney Schultz. A 2-point lead for the Sailors again, 9-7.
11th kill for Sydney. Way over her average for this year. You know, any of the hitters tonight, if you look at their kills, they're over their average. It's just been a tremendous game.
Served over by Columbus. There's a wallop, and too high for Shannon. Goes off her hands and out of bounds. 1-point lead now, 9-8. Favor of Waterloo Columbus. A 1-point lead here as, thank you, Lauren Collier, her 12th of the night. 13th?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. As this one serves over. Now hit off the tape and down.
Taya Demmer.
Off the block. Was it Demmer or Kleitz?
I thought Taya got a piece of that.
They're slapping Kleitz's hands, saying that she was the one.
Let's give them both one. Just kidding.
Macy gets her 5th. Legally. This is the front set. Hammer down. Boy, Sydney Schultz bringing the fire that time. The junior has her 11th kill.
You know, she's not your usual build for a middle. She has the ups to play middle, though, and she's got the speed to get outside on both outsides for the block. She's a very tremendous player.
10-9. This one is hit up and over the net off the kill by Collier. As 11-9 the lead here. Point goes to Columbus. Serve over by Schultz. Up in the air, front set. The hit, tap back by Demmer. Another block back over, hitting the net. Bansky saves it, pops it up. Push over by Lindauer. Front set, right to left. Left corner, hit over the block and down by Avery Kroll. Only her 3rd kill of the night. Sophomore gives the Sailors their 12th point. It's 12-9. 3-point Sailor lead. Here in this 4th set. Hawks trailed the match 2-1. Hit up in the air. Here's a shove over, but that's going to be out of bounds. Right idea by, who was that, Demmer or Collier?
Collier.
Oh, they give it to the Hawks. Oh. What do we have there? In the net?
Must have been. Oh, yep. Called him in the net. We'll take it.
In the net on the Sailors.
I'm going to scratch all those out.
2-point lead, 12-10. Bansky serving. Hopped up in the middle. Kroll, back row, diving dig by Lindauer. Bump by Demmer. Behind the back bump by Voss and over. Up front set, right to left. Kroll for the kill. Got it. Beautiful placement there by Avery Kroll. Her 4th of the night as she just snuck it in on the far side. And the Sailors lead by 3, 13-10.
Really cut that. She cut that like a knife right off the side of that block. Like butter? You're hungry, John.
I am. Thanks for noticing. There's a line drive over. Front set. At the net, hammered down by Lauren Collier. Brought the big-time hammer that time, and no one was around right for some dinner rolls and get that brown gravy heated up in the microwave.
That was a hard hit at the 10-foot line. That was a beautiful up in the air. I'm going to smash it right now.
It was Lauren, right?
Yep.
14th of the night, 13-11. Sideways shiver over. Kleitz touched it, but it's put over the net by Lindauer. Thank you.
Wow.
Good cover there. This is hit and off the hands of the Hawks out of bounds. Sennett gets her first kill in a while. She's got 18 on the night.
That is just amazing the way they're playing that back row.
3-point lead for the Sailors, 14-11. She's lofted over, front set. Will hit over by Dimmer. Columbus wanting something, but now they hit it out of bounds by Sennett.
Well, they wanted a lift on that, but I could also say it on their setter every now and then, too.
Assistant Coach Dugan was going for a 2-hit.
Was she?
Brian, that's a male. As Hawks get the point, down by 2. Here's Lauren Collier serving it over. Front set. Off the block of Meyer, up front. Hammer by Dimmer. Claire gets her 11th of the night. Hawks back to within 1, 14-13. 13 for Claire Dimmer. Check that. As this one. Front set, hammer over by Sennett. Off the hands of Bansky and out of bounds into the gray student section clad of West Delaware.
And I just wore gray by accident.
I wondered if you were joining in.
Yeah, I just put it on because I'm cold up here all the time.
Yes, you got the turtleneck and the sweatshirt on tonight.
And a T-shirt.
I thought about bringing my snowsuit. There's a line drive over by Shannon. This one's hit. Not as bad. Pretty certainly on. It wasn't as bad as usual.
Yeah.
I think we're just getting used to it in our final match here of the year. This one's out of bounds. Off serving ace by Shannon.
You know, she's got a beautiful serve too. It's right over the net. It's a low serve.
Front set. Allison Collier. Hit. Shannon dives. Goes out of bounds. Columbus petitioning for 2 hits again, but nothing doing. 16-14.
Well, like I said, if they want to start calling that stuff, though, then he's going to start watching theirs a little bit closer too. Be careful what you wish for.
I say let's play on.
Play the game.
This one's over and out of bounds. Off the service error by the Hawks. 17-14. 8 points away, Columbus. They lead by 3.
Got to say, that's only the first service error by the Hawks in this game, and that's pretty darn good for them.
That's positive indeed.
It is, especially as aggressive as they serve.
Back middle. Getting it over, and then confusion there. It's down in between. Coach Mather looks like he's going to take a timeout. Maybe not. Maybe he's just asking something. Yep, he is. Yep. Timeout on the floor. Hawks trail by 4, 18-14. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Welcome back into Pseudo Gymnasium. Another point off the serving ace there by, is that an ace or a kill?
Yeah, she got a kill.
Sydney Schultz, the kill, her 12th of the night. Hawks down by 5, 6 points away. Blocked back over, and that's going to be a lift violation called on the Hawks.
I thought that was with a fist, though. You can do that with a closed fist.
Down by 6. 5 points away, Columbus.
I'll stop my body language.
Trying to get to their Fourth regional final in a row. Sixth in the last 10 years. There is a ace serve by Sennett, and it's 21-14. Sailors are 4 points away. 7-point deficit now. It came back.
They did.
From one in set number 3, but it wasn't this much.
Well, you know, they came back and they had, it was like a 5-6-point run and then a 3-point run and then a 3-point run again. And this time it's a 6-point run, so it is possible. They can do it. But they just have to take care of things because that was 3 unforced errors right in a row there. That gave Columbus their 6-point run. You want to make them earn it, and that's the name of the game.
Hawks trail by 7, 21-14. Beckman has advanced in a 3A semifinal. They move on to the regional final Monday night, Anamosa against either Davenport, Assumption, or West Liberty. Western Dubuque ended their season tonight to Dubuque Waller, 3-0. Here's a little tapper over on the left side by Allison Collier. She gets her 4th kill tonight. Hawks trail by 6, 21-15. I think that's 6. I missed a couple, huh?
I better keep an eye on you closer.
Thanks for coming, Joan. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, no.
You don't like it when I say it like that, do you? There is a serving ace.
We'll take it.
This is hit up in the air and out of bounds by the Sailors. Down by 5 now, 21-16.
You know, and look who's there. We've got Allie Martin. She's our second leading ace person, 30 leading ace person. So she's got a dangerous serve.
Front set. This is hit over. Now at the net. Pinball around. Tapped over and out of bounds. Lift called at the end, too. It would have been out of bounds as well, I believe. 21-17. 4-point deficit for the Hawks. As the Sailors are 4 points away. Martin. Line drives into the back row. Up front set. The hammer. Vasky diving effort. But
really
down.
Nice effort.
That
Smart.
Was that Sennett or Fain?
Very, very smart hit by Columbus, but boy, was that an effort by her.
And it's Sennett with a 20th kill tonight. She can hit it. There's the line drive over the tape and down. Diving effort by Demmer. Couldn't get there in time. And that's how they score their 23rd point, 2 points away. Hawks back down by 6. As this one is served over and out the back end, out of bounds. Back to a 5-point lead, 23-18.
You know, and the thing is, that's the first service error for Columbus, too. So, you know, just with these 3 unforced errors that West Delaware had right now, this would be a different ballgame.
23-18. This one's hit over. Pumped up. Now a tap over. Nice cover by Claire Demmer. Fleich. Push from the back middle. Lindauer. There's a hard slam. That's going to be a point for Columbus. So we're down to match point again. That was Cole. Schultz, thank you. 13th kill tonight for Sydney Schultz. Columbus 1 point away. They lead by 6. 24-18. Back middle. Line drives over. Front set. Dimmer sends it off the hands of Sennett out of bounds. It's 24-19. 24-19. Hawks down by 5. Lauren Collier with her 15th, right? Yep, 15th kill tonight. Kyra Vasky from the back right corner. Line drives it over. Popped up in the air. Front set. Here's the block back over by Fleich off the hit by Kroll. And the Hawks coming back again. Down by 4. 24-20. Vasky to the middle. Up front. Front set. The hit. And down. Vasky couldn't get there. Off the hands of Boss. And there it is. The West Delaware season has come to an end. Valiant effort here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The Waterloo Columbus too much. 25-20 in this final set.
Fought the good fight, but you know, that Waterloo Columbus, they're the real deal. They played a nice match.
This one in 20 minutes. and a 3-1 win for the Sailors. We start our postgame next. Hawks end their season at 25-20. Columbus moves on at 32-8. They will play in Oelwein, a regional final against either New Hampton or Oelwein on Monday night. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium. The Hawks end their season tonight at 25-20. Their home record ends at 9-2 on this 2017 volleyball campaign. It's one with adversity, injuries, and out of an up and down play. But the fight of these girls, you gotta respect them for that.
Oh, yeah.
They really came out and played hard, and they played to the end here tonight. Unfortunately, not meant to be. And you tip your headset to the Sailors of Waterloo Columbus.
Definitely.
They try to get back to the state tournament for the third year in a row as they advance on to their fourth regional final in a row here tonight.
You know, and the thing is, there were some really good hits tonight. Both teams have all of their hitters were above their average tonight, but the biggest thing was that defense in the back row for both teams. You had some digs that were just absolutely amazing. You had people on the floor all the time and popping it up as much as they can. So it was just a really, really good night for them.
Yes, indeed. As the West Delaware Hawks end at 25-20, head coach Brett Mather making his way. As we will talk to him as Waterloo Columbus advances on to Monday night as they'll take on the winner of Owan or New Hampton. As we bring in the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Brett Mather, here as early on in this game, not able to get too much rhythm. There's back and forth the play, and they were able to pull away those first two sets early on in this match tonight.
Yeah, defensively, I didn't think early on in the match, I didn't think that we were effective enough at the front line with slowing down some balls and setting up some blocks. And they were able to take advantage of that. When you can't do that, it really makes it hard on your backline players to make some digs against some amazing hitters that they have on the outside. So that was a big part for us. And then serve receive to start the match. They got some great servers that served us kind of off the court deep, and we didn't give them a whole lot of help with the short balls. So when they have to cover all 30 feet of net, that's not an easy thing to do against aggressive servers. So our lack of help, and I think really hurt as the match progressed.
Very talented squad for the Sailors, of course, and positives here tonight, especially set number 3. You got to be happy with the fight of your girls coming back and pushing to game number 4.
Yeah, it shows a lot of heart, a lot of character, and that's what this team is made of. They aren't going to quit. Particularly when it's the end of the year like this. But it's tough to lose. It's tough to lose on the home court here. I felt like we did play our best ball at the end of the year. That's no doubt in my mind. And to me, that shows that they kept working all year long, even though the season wasn't going like we wanted it to. But, some of those things are out of our control. But I thought we kept pushing. And, we do have a lot of experience back, but we lose 2 great seniors in Kyra Vasky and Lauren Collier. And it's hard to replace seniors. I don't care if there's only 2 of them, but they were such great leaders for us and great people on and off the court. So, next year on the court, they'll certainly be missed. But, we got a good nucleus coming back as well.
Always an emotional time ending a season for high school girls, especially in their seniors. Their final match here tonight in the sport of volleyball. And, we talked about, Jonah and I talked about with the adversity and battling through, and you rarely have to give these girls credit for keeping on persevering all year long and knowing that better things would come towards the end and putting things together and doing some good things at the end of the season and showing some promise and battling a good squad here tonight.
Yeah, it's some of those things that we didn't fix, the first 2/3 of the season, and we kind of finally got the full strength towards the end of the season, came back and kind of bit us once we're full strength. So when you make the same errors all season long in some positions, that that kind of hurts you, but that's just the nature of the game. Is sometimes you got to continue to improve. So they got the off season to improve upon those things and come back hungry next year and come back disciplined next year.
And the off season, these girls know what to expect. The foundation is there. You have great support and help by community members and coaches and everybody very supportive of the Hammer and Hawks and these girls know what to expect them off season as they. Getting the teams, the tryouts are coming up here shortly, and that'll be getting underway.
Yeah, it's something I know this off season. I'm going to be hungrier. It wasn't the season we expected. It wasn't the season we wanted, but that's on us. So we're the only ones that can do something about that. And by God, I know I'm going to do everything I can to do something about that.
Yes, indeed, I know you will. Thanks for your time all season long. Great to cover you again. As we wrap up our 9th season together. Appreciate it, and always appreciate your time and coming on with us.
All right, as always, Swish, thanks for what we're doing. Sorry we couldn't give you a little more entertainment this season, but we'll come back at her next year.
I know you will. Thank you, Brett Mather, the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks. Thanks to him for his time all season long as the Hawks wrap up at 25-20 as their season comes to a close here tonight, as their set record ends at 57-46. On the year, Waterloo Columbus advances on with an 80 set win mark and 23 set losses, 32-8 overall, as the Hawks lost the first two sets, 25-16 and 25-14, 21 and 20 minutes respectively. Set number 3 went to the Hawks in 27 minutes, 26-24, and in set number 4, the Hawks fall 25-20 in 20 minutes. Total match score, 99-76, Waterloo Columbus over the Hawks in 1 hour and 28 minutes here tonight. So the Hawks season comes to a close as Region 5 semifinal winner is Waterloo Columbus. They advance on to the Region 5 final coming up Monday night in Owine. We'll let you know where our coverage will come from Monday night, most likely covering the Beckman Blazers as they advance with a win over Comanche. They'll travel to Anamosa on Monday night, either taking on West Liberty or Davenport Assumption. Beckman beat Comanche 3-0 tonight in Dyersville. Western Dubuque season was ended. 14th ranked Bobcats taken down by number 2 Wahlert 3-0 tonight in Dubuque as well. Coming up, more sports this week. We're not done yet by any means. Tomorrow night, we'll have Hawk Talk from Carlos O'Kelly's in Iowa City as the Hawkeyes will take on Minnesota at 5:30, 3:30 pregame on Saturday afternoon, 5:30 to kickoff. As Coach Ferentz and Gary Dolphin, voice of the Hawkeyes, will talk about that 6:30 to 8 o'clock tomorrow night right here on Hawk Talk. Thursday night, we'll have area volleyball. The Starmont Stars, Coach Robert Getkin and company, will take on the Dons of Don Bosco, as Julie Vasky and I will take the air around 6:50 on Thursday night from Starmont High School, as the Stars, the 4th-ranked team in Class 1A, as 4th-ranked team in Class 1A, they will compete against Don Bosco Thursday night. Friday night, we'll have 2 playoff football games for you, and then updates from another one. West Delaware, of course, takes on Waverly Shellrock, as we'll start the pregame around 6:30. I'll have the head coach of the Hawks, Doug Winkowitz, joining me. Jamie Aaron and Bill will have all the action from Brown Fields. The 7-2 Hawks take on the 8-1 Go Hawks of Waverly Shellrock. From St. Ansgar, the Weiss Buchanan Buccaneers on the road, 8-1 St. Ansgar, who is 9-0, as that'll come up live on KMCH.com and play back after the West Delaware game with Kevin Shookman and North Lend head coach Jared Collum on Friday night. I'll be in Cascade providing updates on Facebook and Twitter, and also on the air on KMCH and KMCH.com. From Cascade, as the 9-0 Cougars take on the Comets, who are 6-3 of West Liberty. So a busy rest of the week. Coach's Corner coming up Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with Kevin Shookman. Then Iowa Hawkeye football pregame starts at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. As we close the book on this chapter here of West Delaware volleyball, and we say goodbye to 2 seniors who will miss watching, of course, Kyra Vasquez, who had to change positions this year. She had to make that switch to libero, and great job she did, as you talked about.
Right.
She was just all over the floor tonight and doing a fantastic job of covering the floor tonight.
You're right. You know, Kyra's one of those kids that you can ask her to do whatever you want her to do, and she's going to do it. She can hit, she can play back row, she can do whatever she wants to do. She could even set if you wanted her. She's got some nice hands there too. So she's just that kid that whatever the team wants, whatever the coach wants of me, I'm going to do it. And I admire her completely for that.
Yes, indeed. As Lauren Collier, the other senior, the leading kill artist on the team, she'll be definitely missed by this squad as well.
Yeah, she will, you know, and her hitting arm for sure. And then her playing all the way around and playing back row and getting as many digs as she did for this year. She's just a phenomenal kid, and I really hope that there's some coaches out there looking at her too, because she could play somewhere.
Yes.
Both of them could, you know, if you ask me.
Yes, indeed. Best of luck to Kyra and Lauren as they continue on in their final years of high school here at West Delaware. Joni, we still got at least one more match to go coming up on Monday night, most likely the Beckman Blazers, as we will get ready for that one as they'll play at Anamosa, as we said, either against Davenport, Assumption, or West Liberty next Monday night. So a road trip to Jones County next Monday night. We'll look forward to that. Thanks for your time. And insight, as always, all season long for West Delaware Volleyball. Appreciate it. Have fun, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, always a pleasure. It is fun being up here, even when people are heckling us from the floor down there.
I don't know who would heckle us. All right, that's going to do it tonight. I want to thank Faith Hunt for a great job back in the studio tonight of East Main Street in Manchester. As that'll wrap it up tonight. We'll be back, Julie Vasky and I will have Starmont Volleyball for you around 6:50 Thursday night right here from KMCH and KMCH.com. Starmont takes on Don Bosco. Have yourselves a good and safe rest of the night. Once again, 3-1 the final. Columbus moves on to their 4th regional final in a row, ends the 15-year streak of regional finals in a row dating back to 2002 for the West Delaware Hawks. They are denied of getting to a regional final for the first time and won as the Hawks end their season at 25-20. John Swisher saying so long for Manchester, Iowa.